Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. Thank you. I need to sneeze. Hi, Lily. Hang on, I'm gonna sneeze real quick. Maybe not. Maybe not. Nah. It was good. It was fun. Yeah, it was good. Hey, Amber. Hi, how are you? Hi, Samantha. Oh, hi. Front row. I love it. I love it for you. Where's Tammy? She's usually up here. Yeah, a lot of times she'll come in late and go right there. Maybe she will. Oh, oh my gosh. I'm just glad you're here. Good. Good. Yeah, that was good. No worries. Yeah, if it works. All right, friends. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. Let's see, as far as special announcements go, I have my frequency class this Saturday. So my once per month breathwork and sound offering. It's 2 hours, 7 to 9 p.m. Saturday night, $33. It's not yoga, it's just breathing, breathwork, and sound. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask. And then other than that, that's all I can think of. Anybody else have any announcements? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's just do the thing then. Comfortable seated meditation, or however comfortable you can get in a seat. And if you want, just kind of move around a little bit, physically feeling into your body just a bit before finding stillness. So any little bits and pieces of movement or wiggles that feel good. And then eventually just settle in. So as you settle in, rest your hands somewhere intentionally, so they can just be resting in your lap, but be intentional about it. Palms face down to be a little more grounded. Palms face up to be a little more open and receptive. If you want to bring your hands to your heart, or even one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly, feel free. And then close your eyes, or if you really like to keep your eyes open, lower and soften your gaze. And take these first few moments to just simply become more present. So whatever you've got going on in your life for now, just kind of let it fall to the periphery and just feel your body in this room. Feel your sit bones on the ground. Feel the air on your skin. Feel into the length of your spine from the base all the way up to the crown of your head. That long line of energy inside of you. See if you can notice anywhere you're physically tightening up, tensing up without even realizing it. And just by noticing, see if anything shifts or softens even the slightest bit. And start to feel into your breath, connect to your breath. You can visualize it. You could just feel into the expansion of each inhale, contraction of each exhale. So just notice everything there is to notice right here, right now. So not in the past, not in the future, but just right here. What's present, what's flowing through. Next time you breathe in, very intentionally fill up as big as you can. Feel as if your entire body expands and inflates and takes up more space, hold in fullness. See if you can even find an extra little sip at the top And then open your mouth and big sigh, let it go. Ah. Good. Do that twice more. So great big inhale. Hold. Extra little sip if it's there. And then great big sigh, release. Oh, very nice. Do that one more time. Biggest inhale you've taken all morning. Imagine you're waking up the inside of your body with this prana, this life force energy. Hold and let it circulate around inside. Maybe even take 2 extra sips at the top this time. And then open your mouth and big sigh, let it go. Very nice. Seal your lips now and begin to drop into your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So you're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat. They're the same muscles that you use when you whisper, when you gasp, or when you hum. So essentially this breath, it's like you're humming on the inside. You're humming without using your actual voice. The inhale is big and spacious. It comes all the way down from your diaphragm. So every time you inhale, your entire torso expands, your belly, your ribs, your chest, your low back, mid back, upper back, even your side bodies. Every time you exhale, you're hugging back in towards midline. You're emptying out, connecting back to your center. So the bottom of each exhale, feel your belly button pull back towards your spine. Just for a second, feel what we call Uddiyana Bandha. It's your core lock. So this breath will guide you through your practice. It will hold you and support you through your practice if you let it. So if Ujjayi breath hasn't quite clicked for you yet, that's okay. Just breathe as deeply as you can with mindfulness, with awareness in any way that you can. But do stay curious about it. Keep playing with that Ujjayi breath and eventually something will click. So if you want to stay right here, just sitting and noticing, connecting to your breath, your own internal rhythm for a little longer, please feel free. You can stay here as long as you want. You can also come back to this place at any time throughout our practice. You just want to take a break. You just want to reconnect with yourself. If you are ready to begin moving your body, go ahead. Take your breath with you. Come forward to hands and knees, your tabletop position. And then from tabletop, intuitive movement is where we're going. So anything that calls to your body this morning. So rather than doing what you always do, just out of habit or pattern, see if you can feel in this moment what would feel good or what would feel interesting. Where do I feel stiff? Get curious about that. So no right or wrong. And as best you can, let go of how you look on the outside and just notice, what is your body feeling on the inside? And how can you respond to that? So move in this way for about 3, 4, 5 more breaths. And then eventually we'll end up in a downward facing dog. So whenever you feel ready to make that transition, go ahead and find your way back to down dog. You can get there however you like. Notice, now that we've started moving, what happened to your breath? Is it still there? Or did you forget about it? Is it still big and spacious and slow and steady and powerful? Nice job, you guys. Once you're back in down dog, keep that exploration going. So keep feeling into your body. What can you find in your down dog today? So even if you've been in down dog thousands of times before, rather than just tuning out because it's familiar, see if you can tune in and find something new. Find a way to be more efficient in your body. See if you can feel your strong hands, your strong fingers even. So spread your fingers nice and wide. Imagine you're gripping the ground with the pads of your fingertips. So your foundation in down dog is your hands, not your feet. You want to feel the power of the pose coming out of your hands, moving through your arms, moving through your side bodies, moving through your spine, and then connecting right up at your center. So imagine there's a rope, an invisible rope attached to your belly button, and it's pulling up and back. So your core is what lifts you out of your arms, out of your wrists and your hands. And also your breath. Use your breath to hold you and support you from the inside out. Take one more great big inhalation into your down dog, friends. And as you exhale, gaze to the top of your yoga mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, find your halfway lift position, breathe in and lengthen. And exhale, let it go. Do that one more time, halfway lift. So reach forward through the crown of your head, press back through the tops of your thighs. Exhale, release and fold. And then this time, let's rise all the way up. Come through your halfway lift. Inhale, arms up. Hands to your heart as you exhale. Flowing with your breath for a moment. Inhale, high mountain, stretch tall. Exhale, connect to your center, hinge at your hips, dive down slowly. So feel your core engage as you take your dive. Big bend in the knees might be very helpful for your low back. Halfway lift position as you inhale. Nice, Abby. Exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Press into your feet. Lead with your heart. Rise up. So you're coming through halfway lift and then keep rising, arms overhead. Hands to your heart. Exhale. Let's take that one more time. Connect your breath to your movement. Inhale, reach. Slow dive, traction out your spine as you take your dive, and then fold in. Halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Get all the rounding out of your back. Inhale. And then exhale, fold and bow all the way to empty in your breath. Connect to your strong center and take it back up. Inhale, arms reach. Nice job. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, this time inhale, arms reach up. Pause right here. Grab your left wrist with your right hand. Turn your left palm towards the right side of the room. Little bend in your elbows rather than straight arms. So bend in your elbows and then hips go left. Pull your upper body to the right. So I say pull, you're pulling on your left arm, but you're resisting with your left arm. So keep your left shoulder plugged into the socket rather than pulling it out. And your left bicep should be right next to your ear rather than in front of your face. Most of your weight is in your left foot. If you want to, you can even reach your right tiptoes out to the right, keeping them very light on the ground. See if you can feel the strength in your right side abdominals, your oblique muscles, as you stretch through your left side. Nice job. Awesome, Nan. Take one more deep breath. See if there's any more space you can create on this side. And then inhale, come back up. Switch your grip. And exhale to the other side. So imagine you're trying to create a crescent moon shape in your body. More weight in your right foot. Nice, Shauna. Keep your right shoulder plugged in. So pull your right shoulder back and down into the socket. And as you tug with your left arm, there's resistance in your right arm. So if you were to let go, your arm would slingshot out. Yes, nice, Deb. Big spacious breath into your right side, your waistline, the space in between your ribs. One last round. Nice, Trace. Good job, everyone. Inhale, come back to the center. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back now. Interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down. So make sure you're not rolling your shoulders forward to get your clasp. Shoulders back and down. Try not to lock out or hyperextend through your elbow joints and start to reach your hands back away from your body. And then only if you want to, you can add a little baby back bend here. Hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing an invisible yoga block. Press your hips forward just a bit. Puff up your heart, tilt your chin up. Breathe. Feel your breath in the front of your heart, in the front of your shoulders. One more inhale. And then keep your clasp, hinge at your hips, lead with your heart all the way down into your forward fold. See if you can hang out in this fold for about 2-3 rounds of breath. Let your neck relax, let your head be heavy. So if it helps, bend your knees more. And then see if you can lift your butt, lift your sit bones. See if you can lift your knuckles. Soften your face. Take one more inhale. Good job. Exhale, hands to your low back. Nice job not locking out your elbows, you guys. And then let your arms fall, let them hang. Give them a little shaky shake if it feels good. Inhale to a halfway lift position. Realign. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Nice, Andrea. Plank position. So top of a push-up, spread your fingers and actively push the ground away. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, don't change your hands or your feet. Just lift your hips and press them back, downward facing dog. So ideally, hands and feet don't have to move at all. Inhale, come forward again, high plank, top of your push-up. See if you can come way forward onto your tippy toes. And then exhale, lift your hips, press them back. You can bend your knees a lot if it helps, down dog. This time we're gonna add a push-up. Nice, Deb. Inhale, come forward, high plank or modified plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly sink. Inhale, push back up, high plank. Awesome work. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretch it out. We'll do that just one more time. Inhale, come forward, high plank or modified plank. Exhale, lower halfway. Don't let your shoulders roll forward. Yes, inhale, push back up. Nice, Amber. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Beautiful, you guys. Inhale, come forward one more time, high plank. And this time, strong straight line all the way to your belly. Very nice. Spider-Man Cobra. So hands out wide up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. Little tone in your belly, navel to spine to protect low back. And exhale, take a little twist to your right side, dip your left shoulder down. It's like a micro shoulder pigeon. Inhale, come back through center, heart lifts, belly tones, press down through pelvis and shoelaces. Exhale, other side twist. Yes, good. Inhale back to center. Go one more time each way. So with your own breath, at your own pace. Beautiful, nice, Lily. So feel your shoulders, feel your front body, back body, side bodies, even lower body. Eventually an inhale will bring you back to center, no rush. You can hold there as long as you want. And then downward facing dog, however you like to transition. Good breathing. All right. From your dog pose, inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And then just for a moment, square off your hips. So feel, what do square hips feel like? Inner thighs face each other. And I don't care how high your right leg is, but make it strong and powerful. So if I tried to compress it down, it wouldn't even move. It's so powerful as it floats in space. So nice, you guys. Good awareness. Take one more big inhale as you press back and up with your right foot. Keep your hips high, right knee towards your nose. So like your hips are still in a down dog, but round your spine. With all that space in front of you, step through low lunge. Yes. And then rise up to your crescent lunge, strong through your legs. Nice, Jana. So all 10 toes face forward, hips are square. And rather than sinking into your lunge, you're stabilizing. So front hip draws back, back hip draws forward. Your legs are powerful. They're your foundation. See if you can find just as much strength and power in your back leg as you feel in your front leg. So as best you can, get high on the ball of your back foot and straighten your back leg as much as possible. You guys look great. Nice poses. Take one more big inhale into your crescent lunge. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh, lean forward just a little bit. From here, I want you to feel your core. So draw your belly button in and up. Pull it back towards your spine. So it almost feels like you're rounding through your low back. It's the opposite of doing a back bend. So feel that and try to keep that. And then lean forward. Float your back foot off the ground. Try not to lose that connection to your center. Keep pulling your belly button in and up. Almost like you're puffing up your low back once again. Yeah. Hips square. Press with your back foot like you're stomping it on an invisible wall behind you. Nice, Eileen. Only if you want, add some arms. You can take them forward, back, out to the sides. Maybe just one arm reaches. Nice work. Take one more deep breath. See if you can land in your crescent lunge softly. Nice, Paul. Inhale, arms reach up, maybe gaze up. And then exhale, bring your hands to the earth. From here, set your back knee down gently, and then bring your hands up to your front thigh. So if you have a really short stance, you're gonna have nowhere to go. You're gonna feel like you're stuck. So I might recommend walking your front foot forward just a little bit to give yourself plenty of space. And then imagine you wanna sit your right butt cheek on your right heel, but at the same time, press down through your right heel and try to pull it back and up towards your right butt cheek. So you should feel what's called muscle energy happening in your legs. Tone your belly, draw your belly button in and up so your low back feels supported. Option to extend your left arm to the sky. Stay right here, or bring your right arm behind your back so your forearm is across your low back. Use that as a little bit of support. Start to create a back bend. So not just leaning back, but curling open. Puff up your chest. Tilt your chin up. Keep sitting your right butt cheek towards your right heel. Keep pulling your right heel back and up towards your right butt cheek. Yes. Take one more big inhale. Nice rose, and exhale, bring your left hand down. Bring your right hand down. Pick up your back knee, and then from your low lunge, three-legged down dog, take your right leg back and up. Open up this time through your right hip. So bend your right knee, reach your right knee out and up towards the sky. See if you can feel your outer right butt cheek squeezing to create this action. Yes, active through your right foot. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Nice, Sue. Inhale, back up, open your hip. So learn to articulate through your hip joint. Exhale, right knee, right armpit, get as high as you can. Good. Inhale, three-legged dog. This time, square hips. Feel your square hips. And exhale, either straight to down dog or rock forward, chaturanga. You can take it as three-legged, or you can modify however you like. Inhale, heart lifts. Beautiful. And then back to downward facing dog as you're ready. Ujjayi breath. Inhale, push the ground away. And exhale to look forward, however you like to get there, top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Halfway lift position as you inhale. Exhale, release. Take it all the way up, arms reach. Hands to your heart, exhale. All right, inhale, arms extend. Exhale once again, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Shoulders roll back and down. Try not to hyperextend or lock out your elbows. Reach your hands back away from your body. And then this time, we're gonna sit into a chair pose. So sit your butt back, weight in your heels. I know it feels awkward with your arms behind you. See if you can be with that awkwardness. And then notice, are you flaring your ribs forward and letting go through your belly? Draw navel to spine and feel that little brace around your middle. Yes, as you sit back, see if you can pick up your toes and spread them apart. So feel the aliveness and the energy in your feet. Beautiful. Take one more inhalation. As you exhale, forward fold. See if you can keep your hands clasped, halfway lift. So feel the length in your spine with your hands behind your back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift your knuckles just a tiny bit higher. And then exhale, hands to low back. Release your clasp. Let your arms come down and hang. Shake them out if you'd like. And then from this place, everybody plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. Inhale at the top of your push-up, push the ground away. And exhale, strong straight line. Lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, start with a baby cobra, so staying low. And then in your baby cobra, I want you to pay attention for a moment to your lower body. So try to spread your toes and press down through your toenails and your shoelaces. Press down through your pelvis. Draw your belly button in and up so you feel your strong core. And then only if you can keep all of that, now press into your hands and lift a little higher into your full cobra. Keep that tone in your belly. Keep pressing down through shoelaces and toenails. One more inhale, shoulders should be back and down. Yes, so nice, you guys. Exhale, let it go. And then take it to down dog, however you'd like to transition. Good work. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And for now, square hips. So inner thighs face each other. You can have your right knee very bent. You can be on the ball of your right foot. So your right leg might feel like you're ready to pounce forward. It's powerful and strong. Hug in with your inner thighs and make your left leg really strong as it floats in space. So left foot active. If you think of the position your body is in, you are right now in a warrior 3, but it's just tipped forward. So you've got your hands on the ground. Take one more big inhale here. As you exhale, left knee towards your nose. So round your spine, keep your hips high. You should be on your back tippy toes and then step forward softly. Low lunge, rise to crescent lunge. Nice, Kirsten. So strong, powerful foundation through your legs. Nice, Mike. Energetically, front hip draws back hip draws forward. So what we're trying to do, plug the femur bones into the hip sockets and make your legs feel really sturdy and stable. Nice, Jane. That tone in your belly supports your low back. So anytime it feels like you're flaring your ribs forward, check in. Is your belly button pulling in and up? We want that transverse abdominis engagement to support our low back, even when we're back bending. See if you can find a little lift in your heart, so it doesn't need to be a back bend, but like you're puffing up your chest, proud chest. And then maybe even gaze up, tilt your chin up. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to your front thigh, lean forward a bit, and imagine, once again, that you're trying to puff up your low back. So opposite of a back bend, you're not arching, you're rounding, drawing your belly button in and up. You want to keep that connection to your center. It will help you balance. So as you're ready, root into your front foot, float your back foot off the ground. Go for a strong, powerful line of energy from front to back. Keep your hips square. Nice, Samantha, good adjustment. Hips square. Back leg is powerful. Stomp your back foot onto an invisible wall. Only if you want to, option for arms. Yes. Back leg strong and powerful. Take one more deep breath. Awesome, Jana. And then slowly come back into your crescent lunge, landing softly if possible. Inhale into crescent. And exhale, hands to the earth. From your low lunge, set your back knee down gently. If you need extra cushion, you can fold over the side of your mat. Bring your hands up to your front thigh. And then once again, if you have a really short stance like this, you'll have nowhere to go. You'll feel like you're stuck. So I encourage you to walk your front foot forward. Give yourself some space. Start to lean forward like you want to sit your left butt cheek on your left heel. But at the same time, actively press your left heel down and try to pull it back and up towards your left butt cheek. So you should feel muscle energy supporting your legs. Tone your belly, navel to spine. So find your transverse. Brace around your middle. And then if you'd like, right arm reaches up. Yes, as your right arm reaches up, keep moving your hips forward and down. Now, if you would like, left forearm across your low back. Use that as a little bit of support and start to curl open. So it's not leaning back, it's curling open. Make it come from your mid and your upper back. Puff up your chest. Feel that long line down your right side. See if you can sit your left butt cheek a little closer to your left heel. Take one more big inhalation. Beautiful. Exhale, right hand down, left hand down. Pick up your back knee. Three-legged down dog, left leg to the sky. Open your left hip. Yes, as you open your left hip, try not to lean into your right side. So a lot of people just lean over to their right to get their hip to open, but essentially we want it to just come from our left hip. So you're squeezing your outer left butt cheek. It's called your medial glute, and that's what you're using to open your hip. You're not leaning into your right hip. You're not leaning into your right shoulder or your right hand. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, left knee, right elbow, little twist. Get as close as you can. Try not to let your hips sink. Nice, Barb. Inhale, three-legged dog. Take your left leg back and up. See if you can open your hip again. What does that feel like? Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit. Aim nice and high. Yes, awesome. Inhale, back up. And then this time, square off your hips, long, strong through your left leg. Exhale straight to down dog or rock forward. Take your variation of chaturanga. Heart lifts as you inhale. Beautiful. Downward facing dog. Ujjayi breaths. Great big inhalation as you push the ground away. Lift your hips really high. Exhale, gaze to the top of your mat, and however you'd like to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, spinal extension, breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, bow and fold. From the press of your feet, connect to your center, lead with your heart, rise. Inhale, arms extend. And hands to your heart, exhale. All right, inhale, reach up. We're gonna play with balance for a moment. Right foot is your foundation. Lift your left knee up, standing staff. So for right now, hug in with your inner thighs, flex your left toes. So feel your connection to your center. Your belly button is pulling in and up just slightly. See if you can keep everything else very still and start to open and close your left leg. So as you open and close your left leg, you're using that muscle on the outside of your left butt cheek, your medial glute. Nothing else should move. Everything else is as still as possible. Next time you open your left knee out, keep it there. Tree pose, place your left foot on your leg. So you can go inner thigh, or you can go inner calf, or even inner ankle, keeping your tiptoes on the ground. Notice once you place your foot, are you sinking into your outer right hip? Hug in towards midline. Notice if you're sticking your butt out and flaring your ribs forward, navel to spine, imagine you're lengthening through your low back, reaching your tailbone towards the ground. So little adjustments that make a big, huge difference. If you want to try a little bit of movement in your upper body, or if you want to explore maybe taking your gaze up or even closing your eyes, go for it. Nice job. Beautiful. Be playful with your balance always. Take one more round in tree. See if you can stay balanced on your right foot a little bit longer. Release your left foot, come back to standing staff. So knee straight forward. If you want more, extend your left leg straight forward. Try not to lean back. One more in-breath. Slow motion through warrior three. So see if you can find warrior three, left leg back, arms forward. Give yourself at least one deep breath. And then land in a low lunge. Hands to the ground, left toes to the back of your mat. Once you have landed in your low lunge, bring your hands to the inside of your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your yoga mat. And from here, you choose. Here are your options. You can either keep your hips high, keep your back knee lifted, and lower your upper body towards the ground. Melt your heart towards the ground. Or you can do the opposite. You can bring your back knee down, let your hips drop down, lift your heart, let your heart look forward. So you choose, or maybe you do a little bit of both. Try to keep your right knee tracking open towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing in. So if that means you pivot your right toes out a bit, or even roll onto the outer edge of your right foot, that's perfectly fine. Yes, you guys look great. Nice job. Good awareness. Your front knee is right over your ankle or even a little bit behind it. So try not to bring your knee forward of your ankle. Wherever you're working, give yourself about 3 more rounds. Notice, are you collapsing over to your left side? Try to encourage your weight to your right side. Try to encourage your weight more into your legs and a little less in your arms. Take one last great big huge breath. If you want, you can exhale out your mouth. All right, everybody, wherever you are at, plant your hands on the ground under your shoulders. Lift your back knee if it's on the ground, and then work your right foot back so you'll be in a plank position. From your plank position, side plank, right hand is your foundation. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot, or you can absolutely bring your right knee or right forearm down to modify. Lift your hips really high. So the higher you can get your hips, the less weight you're going to be holding in your shoulder and your wrist, the more work you're going to be doing with your right side abdominals, those oblique muscles. Maybe reach your left arm towards me, towards the front wall. Yes. Nice, Lily. And maybe even float your left leg up. As your left leg floats up, lift your hips even higher. Yes, you got this. Awesome job. Take one more huge breath. Soften your face. Nice abs. Slow motion, plank or modified plank. Inhale out the top of your push-up. Find your strength. Exhale, slowly lower. Back bend of your choice, heart opener of your choice. Move into it with awareness and intention. And then just for a moment, child's pose. Sit back and rest. And slow, intentional breath. Might feel nice to swivel your hips side to side or roll your forehead side to side. Rise up to a tabletop position, hands and knees. So on your hands and your knees, find your strength. Spread your fingers wide and press down with your fingertips. So if you use your fingers, you're not gonna have all your weight in your wrists. It's a big favor you're doing yourself. Draw your belly button in and up. Feel that brace around your middle, even here. Try to keep that, nice Sarah. Right arm forward, left leg back. Spinal balance. Yes, so as you reach long, don't let your belly drop. Stay connected to your center. Notice your left hand that's still on the ground. Push into your left fingertips and feel the strength in your left arm and shoulder. So not just sinking into your joints. Take one more big inhale, long, strong, powerful line. As you exhale, elbow to knee like you're moving through mud. Slow motion, curl in, hollow out. Nice work. Inhale, re-extend, long, strong, powerful. Beautiful. Two more like that. Exhale, elbow to knee, all the way to empty. Push into the ground with your left fingertips. Inhale, re-extend, long, strong, powerful. Press with your back foot. One more time. Exhale, elbow to knee, all the way to emptiness. Inhale, reach. Now listen, this is a little funky. Bring your right hand to the crease in your right hip. So your fingers go right in that crease. And literally try to push your right hip back towards the back of the room. It won't move very much, but what I want you to feel, I want you to feel your inner thighs hugging towards each other and your upper body start to turn to the right. Once you feel your upper body turning, see if you can keep working that twist with your core and then eventually reach your right arm to the sky. So right arm to the sky and try to open through the right side of your heart as well. Good. What you are doing right now, you're in revolved half moon, but you're on your hands and your knees. We're going to do it in a moment on our foot, balancing on one foot. So feel the strength that you're using in your core, the connection to your center. Hug in with your inner thighs, work your twist. Take one more round. Yes, and then let it go, tabletop. From here, just for a moment, we are going to thread the needle. So let's see, take your option to extend your left leg if you want, out to the left. Right arm out to the right. Inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, thread your right arm through. Come down to rest gently on the outside of your shoulder and head. If you don't like having your left leg extended like this, you can set your left knee down, no big deal. You can work this pose any way you want. So maybe your left arm wraps behind your back. Maybe you push with your left fingertips, kind of leveraging your twist. Sometimes I like to interlace my left fingers with my right. Just give my right arm a little tug. Take about 3 more deep breaths. See if you can find emptiness with each exhalation. Beautiful. Nice poses, you guys. If you do have your left, or excuse me, if you do have your left arm lifted, your left hand, set your left hand back on the ground. And then on an inhalation, unthread your right arm. Reach it out and up one more time as high as possible. Then exhale, right hand down. Pick up your left leg, so whether or not you had it extended, and take your left toes off the right edge of your mat. Lean your hips to the left just a bit as you gaze back over your right shoulder. So find length in your left side. And you can move into this in your own way. Maybe you bend your elbows, maybe you round your back, maybe you even come down to one of your forearms. One more deep breath. Nice, Samantha. And then come back to tabletop. Take it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Open your right hip. Stay here if you prefer, or option to flip your dog. Right foot comes down behind you. Reach your right arm forward. Try to let your heart look forward at the front of the room. Lift your hips high. Nice, Jane. Breathe all the way down to your belly. Those of you in the back bend, one more inhale. Nice, Trace. Exhale, come back, three-legged down dog. And everyone find square hips now. Feel your square hips. Big inhale here as you lengthen. Use your strong core. Step your right foot to the top of your space. Low lunge. All right. Listen here. From your low lunge, it's a great place to use a block or blocks if you have them. Start to crawl your hands forward and float your back leg up. So like you're in a warrior 3 position with fingertips on the ground or hands on a block or blocks. So you want your spine like it's in a halfway lift. You want your back leg parallel to the ground and your hips square. That helps to bend your standing leg. Please bend your standing leg. Now bring your right hand to the crease in your right hip. Stick your fingers in that crease and try to push your right hip back. If your hips are not square, then this is going to be really hard to feel. But as you push your right hip back, squeeze your inner thighs together and feel your upper body start to twist to the right. Other hand, Trace, right hand and right hip. And then eventually right arm reaches up. See if you can open up also through the right side of your heart space. Keep pressing with your back foot. If your back leg feels really heavy, make your back foot more active. Make your muscles engage. Take 2 more rounds of breath to work this twist. I know it's uncomfortable. Be with that discomfort for just a couple rounds. Amazing. Nice, Amber. Very end of your next exhalation. So take it all the way to empty, work your twist, and then unwind, low lunge. Step your left toes to the back of your mat again. Once you're in your low lunge, walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, wherever you'd like to go. You can work a forward fold, or you can play and explore from this position. Just be with your body. Listen to your breath. And notice whatever there is to notice. Try not to lock out through your knees. So rather than rocking back into your heels and locking out your knees, weight is just a little more forward. And imagine you're trying to lift your sit bones as high as you can towards the sky. If you're working your fold, crown of your head towards the ground. Use your breath. Nice job, everybody. Last couple of rounds here. All right. Halfway lift position. Fingertips on the ground, so bend your knees as much as you need. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat, low lunge. And then listen, from low lunge, standing splits. So right foot roots down, left leg lifts. So this time, it's just like a one-legged forward fold. You can let your neck relax. Does not matter how high your left leg goes, but feel energy in your left toes. So if your left leg feels heavy, probably because there's no energy moving up through it. Activate your left toes, wiggle them around, spread them apart. Find strength in your left leg as you reach it up. Take one more inhale, lots of length. Now listen, exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks into the back of right knee. Both knees bend. All right, pause here. Right hand grabs your left foot. Right hand grabs your left foot. Once you've got your left foot in your right hand, we're going to slowly come to a standing position. So root into your right foot and slowly start to stand up. Once you've found your balance standing up, twisted dancer pose is what we're working. So left arm forward, kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, hug in with your inner thighs. So try not to let your left knee shoot out to the left. Heart lifts like you're doing a little cobra pose. Yeah, so you're hinging forward, curling open. Work your pose in your way with your breath. I know it's a lot. Take one last round here. And then see if you can come out the same way you came in, slowly. So back to that Shiva squat. Release your foot. Set your left foot down, forward fold, top of your yoga mat. You can give your right leg a little shake out or kind of pedal out your heels. Halfway lift, realign your spine. Exhale, let it go. And then pause, heel toe your feet out to the width of your yoga mat. Bring your toes out wider than your heels. So your toes might even come off your mat. Come down into low squat, malasana. If you can, heels stay grounded. If you need to lift your heels, that's okay. If you can keep your heels down, notice if you're rocking onto the inner edges of your feet and try to press into the outer edges as well. If you can keep your heels down, see if you can pick up your toes and get them to spread apart. You can play with a little bit of cat-cow action in your spine if you want, and just notice how that changes the pose, what you're getting out of it, what you're feeling. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds in this low squat. Send your breath down into your pelvis and your hips. Nice, everybody. All right, end of your next exhalation, fingertips down, hips up. Heel toe your feet in however you like them. So hips width distance or big toes touch, up to you. Halfway lift position, realign your spine once again. And exhale, release. Let's take it all the way up. Rise, inhale, arms overhead. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Let's just quickly flow before we do all that on the other side. So inhale, high mountain. Little baby back bend. Exhale, cactus your arms. Curl open, make it come from mid and upper back, not so much low back. Inhale, re-extend. And then stick your butt out and slow dive down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift position, nice and long. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, chaturanga. Try to keep that exhale going as you lower, or even hold empty. Heart lifts as you breathe in. Exchange, and then hips lift, breathe out. Great big inhalation into your down dog. Feel into the length from fingertips up to your hips. Exhale to gaze forward, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Root to rise all the way up. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Okie dokie, inhale, reach up. And then left foot this time is your foundation. Right knee lifts, standing staff. So flex your right toes back towards your shin, even your little baby pinky toes, see if you can get to flex back. Focus your gaze on something in front of you that's not moving. Try to keep every other part of your body very still, especially your left side, and start to open and close your right leg. So it's like your right hip is a hinge on a door. Your right leg is the door. Nice, Samantha. And it's just opening and closing. Yes. Feel your outer right butt cheek squeeze as you open. And then one of these times when you open your knee, it's out to the right, place your foot on your leg for tree. So inner thigh is great if you can get it. Otherwise, inner calf, inner ankle, just fine. Hug in, so try not to sink into your outer left hip. Hug in, and zip a zipper up through your midline so everything's hugging in, lifting up. Notice if you're flaring your ribs forward, draw navel to spine, and imagine you're trying to reach your tailbone down towards the ground so your low back is long. Nice, Lily. If you want to explore a little bit of movement through your upper body, or take your gaze up, or even close your eyes, go for it. Couple more rounds. Try as best you can to stay balanced on left foot. If you need to put your right foot down, that's fine. We're going to release our right foot from our leg, standing staff. So bring your right knee back to midline. If you want more, extend your right leg forward as you inhale. Slow motion through your warrior three. So right leg back, reach forward, strong, powerful line. Give yourself at least one deep breath in your warrior three variation. Nice, Andrea. And then low lunge, soft landing. Hands come down to frame your front foot. Yes. Once you're in your low lunge, bring your hands to the inside of left foot. Walk your left foot out to the width of your yoga mat. And then you know your options. You can either melt your heart down as you lift your hips up, or you can lower your hips down as you lift your heart up. Breathe wherever you're at. Make sure your breath is there. Try not to let your left knee fall inwards, but instead get it to track out. You can pivot your left toes out to the left if that helps. You could even roll onto the baby toe edge of your left foot. Just keep that ankle nice and strong. And try, I know it's tempting, but try not to collapse your weight into your right side. Encourage your weight to your left. Encourage your weight back into your hips. And breathe. Ah, nice, Paul. Take about 2 or 3 more rounds here. Notice, are you tensing up? Are you tightening up through your jaw, through your forehead, through your outer shell? How could you soften your outer shell? Take one last round. And then from wherever you are at, my friends, bring your hands to the ground under your shoulders, plant them firmly. If your back knee is on the ground, lift it up. Work your left foot back so you'll be in a plank position. From your plank position, side plank, left hand is now your foundation. Roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. So you can absolutely come down to left forearm or left knee if you are modifying, taking care of yourself today. Good job. Lift your hips really high. That will help you get out of your left wrist and your left shoulder. You want most of your strength in this pose to come from your left side obliques, those abdominal muscles. So hips high, and maybe your right arm reaches forward towards me. Feel the length in your right side. Maybe your right leg floats up, and as your right leg floats up, lift your hips even higher. Good work, my friends. One last round wherever you're at. Nice, Eileen. Come back to plank or modified plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Push the ground away. Strong straight line, lower down. Back bend of your choice, heart lifts. And then just for a moment, sit into a kneeling position, hero's pose. I'm going to show you guys something. So that cue that a lot of teachers say, squeezing your elbows towards your ribs when you lower down, try to let that go. What happens when you do that? Your shoulders roll forward like this when you lower. I see it happening with a lot of you. So what you want, your shoulders should be plugged in and your elbows can be out. That cue is old, it's outdated. There's no reason for it. So let your elbows come out, keep your shoulders plugged in. So it's a difference of this happening. This is no bueno. This is bueno. Strong, powerful arms and shoulders, not this. That's so much weight to put there. That's bone on bone. It's going to create bone spurs if you keep doing it. So try to keep your shoulders back and down. Yes? All right. Tabletop. So tabletop, spread your fingers, find your strong shoulders, find your strong arms, find your connection to center, navel to spine. Left arm forward, right leg back this time. So left arm, right leg. Yes. Notice as you reach, did your belly let go? Draw navel to spine. Feel that brace around your middle, your transverse abdominis. One more big inhale here. Elbow to knee as you exhale like you're moving through honey, really slow and intentional. Inhale, re-extend, long, strong, powerful. Exhale, elbow to knee. Yes. Inhale, lengthen. And then one more like that. Exhale all the way to empty. Push down with your right fingertips. Curl in. Inhale, lengthen. And then as you exhale, bring your left hand to the crease of your left hip. Stick your fingers in that crease and try to push your left hip towards the back of the room. Feel your upper body start to turn towards the windows. Nice, Abby. And then keep working that twist. Maybe left arm to the sky if you can. Yes. Twist, twist, twist. Squeeze your inner thighs. Press with your back foot. Remember how this feels when you're on your hands and your knees. You're going to do it in a moment, balancing on one foot. Last big breath. And then release, let it go. Good job. Come back to tabletop for just a second. And then we're moving into thread the needle. So you can keep both knees on the ground if you prefer. Otherwise, invitation to extend your right leg out. Toes face forward. Press down with the sole of your right foot. So it's like a half wide-legged straddle. Left arm out, left arm up. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, thread it through. Come down to gently rest on your shoulder and head. So even though your shoulder and head are on the ground, they're helping support you, but you want to feel that invisible rope attached to your belly button, lifting you up. If there's any way you want to work this pose, feel free. Use your breath a lot. So feel each breath, especially in your back body, all the way to empty with your exhales. Soft face, soft jaw. If you do have your right hand lifted, start to bring your right hand back to the ground. On an inhalation, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up once more, and then left hand down. Pick up your right leg, reach it back, and right toes off the left edge of your mat. Shift your hips over to the right, lean them to the right just a bit as you gaze back and look over your left shoulder, look at your tiptoes behind you. Feel into this and see what you can find on this side. One more round. Thanks, Mike. Come back to a tabletop, and then take it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Open your left hip, bend your knee, peel it open. So just like when you were in tree pose or prepping for tree pose, you were opening and closing your hip, you want to feel that same muscle on the outside of your left butt cheek engage here. Stay here or flip your dog. Left foot comes down. Left arm reaches forward, heart looks forward. Lift your hips and feel your back muscles hugging around your spine. One more in-breath if you're in the back bend. And then everybody three-legged down dog. Square hips now. Feel your square hips. Inner thighs facing one another. Left leg strong and powerful. Breathe in. As you exhale, softly step your left foot to the top of your space, starting in your low lunge. This is where you grab your block or your blocks if you're using them. Walk your hands forward. Float your back leg up. So think of a warrior three with your fingertips on the ground, nice, Shauna, or your hands on blocks or a block. Make sure your hips are square. Your right hip should not be higher than your left. Okay, keep your right hand on a block or the ground, left hand to the crease of your left hip. Stick your fingers in that crease. And then start to push your left hip back. As you push your left hip back, feel yourself, your upper body, twist towards the left side. And then eventually left arm to the sky. Squeeze through your inner thighs. If you can't feel your inner thighs squeezing, your hips probably aren't square. So try lowering your right hip, see if that changes anything. Yes, press with your back foot like you're stomping it on an invisible wall. Use your exhales to twist further. Take one last breath. You're awesome. Amazing. And then let it go, unwind, low lunge. Step your right toes back. Once you're back in low lunge, walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat for your wide-legged straddle. So parallel your feet, straighten out your legs. You're good. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, either fold or explore. It doesn't have to be what you did on the other side. It can be something completely different. No funny business, you guys. Notice if you've gone somewhere else in your mind and just bring yourself back. Feel the sensation in your body. Feel your slow, deep breath. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. And then crawl your hands to the top of your mat, coming back into low lunge. From low lunge, standing split. So left foot is your base, right leg lifts. You can let your hips open. You can let your neck relax. So it's just a one-legged forward fold. Think of it that way. Right leg is powerful. Right toes are active. So anytime your leg in the air feels heavy, probably means you're not engaging the muscles in it. So is there any way you can make your right leg feel stronger? Is there any way you can send energy all the way up into your right toes? One more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Right knee tucks into the back of left knee. Both knees bend. Pause right here. Left hand grabs the top of your right foot. So left hand to right foot. Once you've got that, root firmly into your left foot, your standing leg, and see if you can stand up. Maybe you stand up, and that's as far as you go today. Good job. If you are able, start to work your twisted dancer. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, hug in with your inner thighs. It might feel really awkward. See if you can be with that. There's a lot of awkwardness in yoga. You're challenging yourself. Nice, Amber. Heart lifts like a little cobra pose. Give yourself 1 or 2 more rounds, just playfully working your twisted dancer pose. And then see if you can come out slowly, just like you came in. So slowly come back to your Shiva squat. Once you're there, release your foot, set it down, forward fold. Nice step. You can give your left leg a little shaky shake or pedal out your heels for a moment. Halfway lift, inhale. And then this time, exhale, fold. Bring your big toes together to touch, little gap in between your heels. Tuck and curl. It's a tiny little potato bug ball. And you can choose to stay in your little ball. Maybe even wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a big squeeze, a big hug. Or if you want to be more playful, you can play with toe stand, pointing your knees straight forward, balancing on your tiptoes, hands to heart. Or if you're feeling an arm balance, you could play with crow pose. Plant your hands out in front of you. Work your knees up as far as you can towards your armpits. And then as you lift through your waistline, kind of propel yourself forward just a bit and lift one foot, maybe the other. Good. Wherever you're working, love the variations, you guys. Couple more breaths. Yeah, really nice. And from here, we're gonna move into down dog. So to get there, you can either plant your hands and step back. If you're working with crow, maybe you wanna play with a jump back. You can jump back to chaturanga with bent elbows. Move through a vinyasa or not, up to you. See you in downward facing dog, no rush. And you have made it. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Pigeon pose as you exhale. Right shin comes down gently, and feel free to take this on your back or in a seat or any other variation that will serve you better if something else will serve you better. So right butt cheek pulls up and back as you bow forward. Yeah, so good, you guys. Nice, Eileen. Good awareness, everyone. Awesome, Nan. Good, Rose. Breath by breath, just allowing your body to soften around the posture. Be here for about 4 or 5 more rounds. Open your mouth at any time. Take a big sigh. Take your last big, huge breath here. And if you are on your back, you're welcome to stay there and just take some neutralizing movements in between sides. If you're in regular pigeon, start to find your way back to downward facing dog, however you'd like to get there. Take a moment in your down dog, just walking it out. And then everyone, just in your own time, find your way to pigeon on your left side. Use your breath. Every exhalation is an invitation to soften. What if you could soften through your heart space? What would that feel like? So sometimes softening, nothing happens physically, but energetically, something shifts. Just get curious. Is there any way you could relax around your pose or within your pose? Just 5% more. Take about 3, 4, 5 more breaths. Sigh it out your mouth anytime. I will leave it up to you. So when you feel pretty even on both sides, just slowly begin one final transition back to down dog. Or if you are already on your back, you can wait for us there and just take whatever neutralizing movements feel right. Those of you who are heading back to down dog, once you're there, give yourself a moment to just walk it out and feel into all that space you've created. And after a moment in your down dog to stretch and lengthen everything, to start to find your way down onto your back. So everybody eventually down to your back. And just gently draw your knees towards your belly. Find a little rock from side to side. And after a few rocks side to side, set your feet on the ground with knees bent. Bring your feet out to mat width distance apart. Tee out your arms or goalpost your arms on the ground and then windshield wiper your knees slowly from side to side. Try to get your outside knee all the way to the ground or as close as you can. Your inside knee, your top knee, reach it forward and down, so lengthening through that entire side body. This is a really therapeutic movement if you allow it to be, if you go slow enough, if you're mindful enough. Little flex in the toes might be helpful so you're not pulling on tendons and ligaments. Good job. Maybe one or two more. And then eventually come back to center and find a happy baby pose. Give yourself a moment in your happy baby. You can rock side to side. You could extend one leg and then the other, even both at the same time. From your happy baby, if there are any finishing poses, any final movements, any last stretches that you want to take, please give yourself a few breaths to move through those. And then eventually, my friends, we'll find our way into final relaxation to your Shavasana. So no rush, take your time, but eventually just start to settle in. You can take Shavasana in the traditional corpse pose, just legs extended, arms out to your sides. Or if there's any other position that will be better for you, that it will allow you to be more present, to relax a little more, then please feel free to go there instead. As you settle in, I will read to you. This is a poem by Sophia Joan Short. It's called Swan. Did you see it drifting all night on the Black River? Did you see it in the morning, rising into the silvery air, an armful of white blossoms, a perfect commotion of silk and linen as it leaned into the bondage of its wings, a snowbank, a bank of lilies, biting the air with its black beak? Did you hear it, fluting and whistling, a shrill, dark music, like the rain pelting the trees, like a waterfall knifing down the black ledges? And did you see it finally, just under the clouds, a white cross streaming across the sky, its feet like black leaves, its wings like the stretching light of the river? And did you feel it in your heart, how it pertained to everything? And have you too finally figured out what beauty is for? And have you too changed your life? So these last few moments, let your breath be effortless and just feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Just flowing through the space of you, Shavasana. Get a deep breath in. And let it go. Slowly start to move through your physical body, just gently. And whenever you are ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Give yourself just a moment resting your side in this nurturing way. Then using the strength in your arms, guide yourself up into a seat. So right back where we began our practice, seated meditation, facing forward. As you sit up nice and tall, gather your hands to your heart, either prayer hands or one palm stacked over the other. An invitation to close our practice together with one big collective Om. So try not to worry how you sound, but just focus on using your voice and letting it express out to your mouth. So start by exhaling, clear your throat if you need, and breathe in your voice. Thank you all so much for being here and letting me guide you. Namaste. Yay. Good job, everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll be here tonight at 8:30. I'll be here on Sunday at 10. Hope to see you. Look at the most beautiful angel. She's amazing. She's amazing. Good to have you, Amber. What's your name? Lori. Lori. Okay. Have I met you? No. Oh, I'm Katie. Oh, thanks. Oh, good. Oh, cool. Awesome. This is Ruby. She's an angel. I don't know. Is this your friend? Yeah, this is T. T. Hi, T. Did you come once before? Or? Oh, okay. Well, thanks for coming. Nice to have you.